Sleeping Bear National Lakeshore is a geological treasure. Its beauty has lured millions here over the years.
There's so much history here on top of the abundant natural resources we have here and just the pristine resources we have here.
You can feel the history in the wind and feel it in the earth beneath your feet.
You can really feel and see and experience what it must have felt like when the first native peoples were here.
It's a place where a legend has taken root, centuries in the making.
It's an old Chippewa legend, and the legend happened long, long ago, far, far away, way across this lake in a place we now call Wisconsin. And long ago, there was a mama bear and her 2 cubs that had a very happy life there. And these 2 cubs loved their mom just as much as you love your mom.
Then one terrible night, a ferocious storm raged.
A storm, just like many other storms, came through, and in an instant, a lightning bolt struck a tree, started a fire, and that fire turned into a raging forest fire.
The fire forced the bears to the edge of the lake. With nowhere to run, the only thing the mama and her cubs could do is swim.
So she told her 2 cubs to follow her, try to keep her in sight, and to not lose hope if they did lose sight of her in the waves, because it was stormy and the waves were big.
The waves started to overtake the cubs.
She told them that even if you lose sight of me over one wave, you'll find me over the next. So swim as hard as you can, for as long as you can, and we'll make it to safety.
The fearsome storm didn't let up. The cubs fell further and further behind.
And sure enough, those cubs lost sight of their mom. But a few waves later, they saw her, so they just kept swimming with all their might. They swam all night until finally the mama bear came up on the top of this bluff and was so exhausted that she fell into a deep sleep waiting for her cubs to arrive.
The cubs never made it to shore. A great spirit watched the struggle and felt the love between the bears.
And it really touched the Great Spirit. So he saw that those 2 cubs had become exhausted and fell asleep before they reached the shoreline, so they drowned in the water. So he raised those 2 cubs up, and they became South and North Manitou Island, and the mother became the mama bear dune right there that you see. So now into eternity, they're in sight of each other, and they know that everything's going to be okay.
So the next time you and your family visit Sleeping Bear Sand Dunes and look out toward the Manitous, think of that other family.
I think it's a beautiful legend of love lasts longer than just this lifetime. Love is more powerful than raging firestorms and raging waters. The love of a family, no matter what your family is, if it's just a mama and her 2 cubs, or if it's whatever family you have, that love is eternal.
The Sleeping Bear National Lakeshore, a geological treasure, or something from a higher power. As long as the legend persists, the answer is up to you.